I'm not recommending this thing, but I'm saying if you were a boxer, when a boxer goes to throw a punch, if he's fully extended and I catch you in the chin, I'm going to rattle you, but I ain't knocking you out. But if I can get you close to me, and I can, like Tyson used to get in on guys, if I can get right here and make contact, and then I go through you, I'm going to knock you out. It's the same thing with baseball.
And I'm in love with the good life. Can't give it up. Make it to the top. Keep climbing. I wanna live it up. The good life. I'm coming up. I'm coming up. The good life. Good life. Oh, good life. Good life. Good life.
Boom, coming in hot, Chinchy. What's going on, brother?
Coming in hot. Casey's, God, your looks get better and better every day. You got that nice subtle gray on that shirt. That
Casey's Clubhouse. How about this?
I need the
shirt?
Casey's Clubhouse hat, dude.
Life's
I
too
need it.
short to take fastballs right down the middle,
Look at that.
right?
Is that a Casey special shirt? Is that a Casey
This
shirt?
is a baseballism.
Oh,
Baseballism shirt. Casey Clubhouse hat.
I love it.
Man, got rock and roll. How you doing, dude? What's going on today?
I'm doing good, man. I'm locked in, too. It's starting to spring. I'm going to get outside and start cleaning up the yard, try to get it organized for the spring. Finally, no snow and rain, dude.
I was going to say, it's 50 degrees here in Pittsburgh.
Yes, it's beautiful.
Looks like it's going back to 10 next week, though. So, yeah, let's not talk about that. Let's
not talk about
That's
that.
a moment of gratitude. 50 degrees. Let's lock in, dude.
Yeah, and then we'll stay positive. And you know what we're going to stay positive with? I got a Cincinnati Reds Hall of Famer with me today. His name's Sean Casey. I have him with me every day, but we got him today. And the Reds are feeling good. Mark Sheldon, big article today in MLB.com. There is a different feeling in Reds camp. Obviously points to one specific guy. What do you
Dude,
got?
Terry Francona is the reason. You want to talk about the reason there's a different feel? Because when you got a guy that's won 2 or 3 world championships, whatever he has, one of the greatest managers of all time. Let's just put that in. If he stayed retired, he'd have been in Cooperstown in 4 years from now. But he decided to come back because he's a lifer. He loves it. It's in his blood. He wakes up in the morning. He's like, I gotta be a manager in the big leagues. What am I doing golfing out here? I suck at golf, so I might as well be dominated as a manager, right? So there's a different feeling because Terry Francona is there, dude. And also, I don't know if you saw the other day, though. I think it was one of the first games, Elly De La Cruz homered from the left side and the right side, dude. I really believe this season, 2025. I know he had a really good year last year. There's no doubt about it. But there's a level. When you watch Elly De La Cruz play, there's another level for this guy. There really is. I mean, it's one of those levels you're like, is he Ronald Acuna 40-70? Is he Shohei Ohtani 50-50? Yeah, and he's electric shortstop. The way he plays the game, he's got a cannon of an arm. Everything looks so smooth. He's got that great smile. He's that going to be that team leader. And I just think that Tito going to see him in Dominican this offseason sent a message to Elly De La Cruz saying, "You're our guy. I'm flying all the way out here to make sure I meet you. You're the guy I got to lock eyes with because you're going to be the leader on this club that's going to get the Redlegs back to the postseason, back to winning World Series titles." I think that's the biggest thing. So when I look at this camp and Mark Sheldon's talking about there's a different feel here, and I can see why. And there's a different feel on so many levels that Terry Francona, dude, when I was with the Red Sox, I was like, they had just won the World Series in 07. I come in 08. We have that first team meeting in Boston in spring training down at Fort Myers. And I'll never forget it when Terry Francona was like, "We got one goal here, man, and that's to win the World Series. And that's what we're going to do. We're gonna come out, we're going to take it to teams night in and night out, and we're going to win the World Series." I'm sorry, dude. Terry Francona didn't come out of retirement to just develop guys. He's done with that. That's not the stage of his career. He looked at this roster. He looked at Elly De La Cruz, star power, and he said, "We have the pieces right now to win a World Series title. They need a leader like me, and I'm going to go out and lead these guys." I'm excited for this Reds team in 2025. I'm excited on so many different levels, Chinch.
Yeah, dude. And dude, we're not even getting, like, you got Green there. I mean, there is star power in Cincinnati, like back when you were playing. Like, there is star power on both sides of the ball.
Oh, yeah. Well, dude, you got Hunter Green. If he stays healthy, he's only getting better. Mm-hmm. Finally made an all-star team. I think seeing him healthy to get 30-plus starts, I mean, he's really learning how to pitch. When he first came up, it was just more of a thrower, but you're starting to see the evolution of Hunter Green, one of the best arms in the big leagues, one of the best athletes in the big leagues, and now his stock is going to another level. And I really believe with Terry Francona, his influence on a Hunter Green of how to use that rotation, of giving him confidence, is going to be huge too. And that rotation is really good, dude, top to bottom. They got a lot of good arms in that rotation, so that's going to be a plus for them too. And also, too, man, you got Gavin Lux coming over. You got Matt McLean's healthy. I think that's the biggest key here is McLean being healthy. With him being healthy, he's a leader on that team. He showed that he can hit for average, hit for power, hit a clutch hitter. Candelario's, he's trim, lean, feeling good. Don't forget about Christian Encarnacio Strand, dude. This guy rakes. He only played really 1 month last year, was banged up. He's going to have to kind of fight his way back into the mix because he didn't play well last year when he played, then got hurt. But, dude, he's leaner. He's ready to go. I mean, just Spencer Steer being healthy all year, A.J. Friedel. There's so many guys in that lineup that you're also excited about, and the rotation led by Hunter Green, and bringing, Rogers in and Brent Suter back. And there's a lot of good pieces to love about the Cincinnati Reds in 2025, dude. I'm fired up, dude.
Yeah, dude,
I'm fired up because, that's my team as far as, 8 years there. That's where I'm in the Reds Hall of Fame. I grew up there, dude. I was 23 years old when I came there. My heart feels like it's in Cincinnati. And to start to see, them spending the money and Nick Kroll doing a good job of piecing that team together, and Bob Castellini, figuring out, some of the pieces to get. And I'm excited, man.
Yeah, man. Dude, you grew up there. Your kids pooped in the weight room there.
Dude, I got 2 kids. My son, Jake, was dropping bombs in the weight room at 2 years old. He couldn't control his bowels. I was trying to potty train the kid. Next thing you know, he's dropping a bomb on the stationary bike. I'm cleaning it up in full uni, making $7 million a year. I'm on the ground with Matt Krause going, your son just took a big dump in the weight room. I'm like, are you kidding me? The kid's just learned to get potty trained. He thought the seat of the stationary bike was a toilet. He had no idea.
Okay. All right. Wait, let me. That's funny. That is a great story. Hey, let me get back to Elly for a second, and let's put your hitting coach hat back on for a second.
Yeah.
So, dude, he had all the skills, and dude, 25 home runs in 160 games, that young. Exit velocity average was 91.8 miles per hour, which was in the 88th percentile. Here's where he needs to improve.
How many bags?
Oh, now
I think it was like 62 bags.
Yeah, hold on. Elly.
25 bombs, 65. The power speed combination is.
Yeah, but I do have a question on this. Hold on, let me get your bags answer first. 67.
Yeah, almost 70 bags, dude.
Yes. So there you go. There's your 40-70 possibility. Now, to get there, here's my question. His strikeout rate was at, where was it? 31.3% strikeout rate. You're coaching him right now. How do you, and as a switch hitter, how do you get him to cut back on his strikeouts? Is it more mental than mechanical, or is it both?
It's probably a little bit of both. I saw an article where he was saying, I need to cut down on my strikeouts. I'm working on that, trying to put the ball in play more. It's a tough one because you don't want to. I think sometimes when guys get to 2 strikes, maybe they get into their 2-strike approach and you lose your aggressiveness. When you keep your aggressiveness as a hitter, your vision is different. As soon as you start to get passive with your approach and try and put the ball in play, I think you get worse with your vision gets worse. I think when you stay a calm aggressive, get calm and aggressive, you make better decisions. So I think sometimes you're trying to figure out what a 2-strike approach is, and next thing you know, it's like, that doesn't work. Why doesn't that work? Because you got passive. Your brain now is in a different mode. It's trying to just touch the ball as opposed to stay calm, stay aggressive. I used to say with 2 strikes, Chinch, I'm not beating myself. And you notice the self-talk? I don't say he's not beating me. I say I'm not beating myself early. With 2 strikes, anxious hitting out front, that's early. 2 strikes, I got to make it happen. No, you don't. Now you're anxious. I used to say to myself, if I get beat, I'm beating myself late. I'm going to pull the ball out of the catcher's mitt. Now, I'm going to stay aggressive, but visually, athletically, your vision is why you're a great athlete. Your eye-hand coordination. Use your vision. It's such a tool. So slow down, let the ball travel even more. So try to get beat late as opposed to getting beat early. When you get beat early, that's anxious hitting. That's 31% strikeout rate. If you start thinking back the ball up, let the ball get even deeper because it ain't working out front. If you're out front, that's not working either. I'm saying do something different. Make an adjustment. What is failure teaching you? 31% strikeout rate is failure. What's the information? What's the feedback? You know what? That's not working out there. I'm going to back them up, see if I can see the ball a little bit later, which means I'm probably going to make better decisions too. I'm not going to be swinging at that slider curveball out front or the fastball that's cutting, that's sinking early. If I start making better decisions back towards the catcher, I'm going to be dangerous. And even if he strikes out 25% of the time, cuts down 6%, his numbers go way up. So we're not asking for a ton, but 31% is a lot. Right. And if I'm a player, I know I got to make that adjustment. That's not okay.
That's great. I got a question for you. I mean, you coached one of the tallest, greatest baseball players of all time, in Aaron Judge. Elly's 6'5". Is there a different? Do you find that the mechanics of the real tall guy, they get into different types of trouble or different types of bad habits than a guy maybe, the 6-footer?
Push him up, push him out. Push him up, push him out. You're 6'5", 6'7", you got to get your arms extended. You're just basically, you're not using your height, you're not using your length, you're not using your athleticism. Go look at Aaron Judge's heat map for where he does so much damage. You could look it up, I believe. Middle away, dude. You want to see what damage is? You hang a slider middle away, you're in trouble. You got the best player in the world is going to do damage. So it's Ted Williams, man. You're only as good as the pitch you swing at. Aaron Judge always talked about push him up, push him out, push him up, push him out. I used to say, how do you hit that fastball in? Don't swing at it. How do you hit the curveball? Don't miss the fastball. You know what I mean? Oh, I can't hit the curveball. Don't miss the fastball. But push your vision up and out. If you're a guy like Elly De La Cruz, you're a guy like Aaron Judge, you're a big guy, long limbs. Remember, played with a guy named Richie Sexton, 6'7", 6'8", long limbs. Push him up, push him out. Extension. You got to get to it and through it. You know, when you punch somebody in the face, Chinch, if I'm fully extended, I'm not recommending this to anybody, I'm saying if you were a boxer,
right.
A boxer, when a boxer goes to throw a punch, if he's fully extended and I catch you in the chin, I'm going to rattle you, but I ain't knocking you out. But if I can get you close to me, and I can, like Tyson used to get in on guys, if I can get right here and make contact, and then I go through you, I'm going to knock you out. It's the same thing with baseball. You got to be able to get the ball on you and then get through it. So if you push it up, push it out, it gives you visually space. I need space as a hitter. Visually space, push them up, push them out. Now I can get extension. I can let the ball travel more, and I can really get through it and crush it with extension. That's why you see a guy like Aaron Judge and his heat map over 162. It's elite, dude. It's all in the same spot, and it's up and out. So Elly De La Cruz, get him up, get him out, and hunt out there.
And get to it and through it. I like it.
To and through it, bro. To it, George Brett. Short to it, long through it.
Those are gems, man. Those are gems of advice. You guys listening? Kids, yes. Coaches, players.
That's a clip right there, Chinch.
Yeah, that's a 302 hitter in your face, in your grill, down your throat, as D-Rose says. 302 hit it down your throat.
Dude, and that's one of the things. We got to get careful, listening to all this advice, because when you want to get great in the game, this is the stuff you got to talk about. You want to be a great player? I'm not so concerned about exit velo, all that stuff. If you do this stuff and have a great approach, a great process, great protocol, your game will change. Because even in BP, Chinch, if you had a bad BP throw, did you hit good BP?
No.
Even a guy throwing 60 miles an hour, if he's not throwing too up and out where you can get your arms extended, you're not going to hit good. So Why do you think in the game you're going to hit good by just trying to hit everything? No, you can't hit everything. You can't. So it's even harder in the game because things are moving, cutting, sinking. You got to visually be disciplined. You got to remember, you're always training one of two things, always in life and in baseball. You're training discipline or you're training distraction. If you're thinking about what the coach thinks of you, if you're thinking about what your swing looks like, if you're thinking about what a fan says to you, if you're thinking about anything other than the baseball and where you want to hit it, you are a distracted hitter, right? When I look at a hitter, I want to say this guy's mentally disciplined. What's that mean? He's able to focus on the task at hand. He's trying to hit a baseball that's coming in 90-plus miles an hour over a plate that's 17 by 8 by 12. I got to be able to hone my vision up and out where I want the baseball and lock into that area. Now, I got 20 seconds of a routine that has to be elite. I got to be able to breathe at another level, because if I breathe, I turn my vision on. When I turn my vision on, I make better decisions. That's a huge thing, because if you're not making good decisions on a pitch, your pitch decision might be the most important thing. If you're just up there saying, see the ball, and you have no breath and you're ready to go, you're going to run into some balls sometimes. You're going to be very inconsistent. You want to be a great baseball player, you got to win every single pitch. I don't care if you're a high school player, 20 games. If you're up here in Pittsburgh. If you're in Texas or Florida, 70 games, right? If you're in the minors, 140, college, 70, and if you're in the big leagues, 162. I'm great because I'm consistent. I'm not great because I can hit the ball 480 feet. I'm not great because I take good BP. I'm not great because I run like the wind. I'm great because in the game, my process and protocol are elite. How do I breathe? What's my self-talk? Where am I looking to hit the baseball? And at the end of the day, if those aren't elite, you're a distracted hitter. And you're either training one or two things, Chinch, and I'll say it again, because we all need to hear it. You're either training discipline or distraction in your life or in the game of baseball. But especially in that batter's box and on the bump, if you're distracted, that means you're not focused on simplicity. What's your breath look like? Getting your body to a good state so you turn your vision on. And the decisions you make in that box, and are you ready to be aggressive? You have to train calm aggressiveness. That's a disciplined hitter. Mentally disciplined is the ultimate compliment I can give you, Chinch. What's that mean? Man, Rich Cincinnati, when he hits, he's focused on the task at hand. What a mentally disciplined hitter. A mentally distracted hitter goes, man, this guy, he's really working on his hands. He's working on his step. He's working on all the things he did in the cages. Guess what, man? You're going to be playing another sport soon if that's what you show up in the box with.
Let's go. Go, Casey.
Let's go.
Come on, folks. It's Sean Casey right here. Dude, oh, man. I had other stuff to talk about here, but I want to leave it here. I want to leave it.
Yeah, that's great. Dude, this is it, man. This is it.
Eating clinic you just got from Sean.
Dude, and that's what these guys are focusing on. I can't tell you how many times in spring training, like I'm working on my swing in the cages, but I get in the game, I'm working approach. I got to make sure. I remember facing Eric Milton, 2004, spring training. He blew me up with an inside fastball. It was about 91. I was like, I'm jamming myself. Like, how is that? And I was kind of leaning a little bit. I remember right after the game change, I went right to the cages. Mark Barry, you got to throw me 1,000,000 balls. I have to work on something. And I really started working on getting down on top of the ball, staying back a little more. But what it was my vision, because I was going forward. I thought I was right on the pitch, but I was like going to the ball and it was jamming me. So I knew visually I had to be better with my head, because wherever your head goes, your body goes. So I remember, dude, and go back and look at my numbers in 2004. It's a ridiculous. Like I hit 324, 99 RBIs, 101 runs scored, 44 doubles, 24 homers. And here's the deal. I struck out 36 times, dude. I had 8 more doubles than strikeouts. I had 12 less homers than strikeouts. I had 24 bombs. So the calm aggression, but the head was so important visually. Could I consistently stay where I needed to stay so I could hunt up and out and drive the baseball, all the things I just talked about. So guys in spring training are looking for approach as much as they're looking for mechanics.
Dude, great stuff, dude. By the way, how's your 915 OPS that year? How's your 534 slugging, 381 on base? You had a 381 on base percentage with only 46 walks that year.
That's raking, bro.
That's ridiculous. That's like an all-time season.
36 strikeouts, dude.
Dude, that is
how many at-bats did I have?
You had, I'll give you, where are you?
How many plate appearances?
Plate appearances, 633. You had 633 plate appearances that year and 36 strikeouts. You had basically 600 plate appearances where you did not swing and miss. And you only walked 46 times.
Bro, let's get it.
That's
what I'm saying, dude. That's all approach. My swing wasn't perfect every day. Matter of fact, a lot of times it wasn't, but I was so locked into my approach, so locked into my breathing, so disciplined for where I was swinging, staying aggressive. I was so aggressive that season, staying aggressive in my mentality, calm in my body, man. The discipline I had to focus on the task at hand that year was elite.
Wow. Favorite year as a hitter? As an
That was my favorite year. 99 was an incredible year, but my favorite year is 04 because I was coming back from the shoulder injury. I really had to do things at another level, and I feel like that year I really did it. You know?
Wow, there you go, dude. Great stuff today, Case. I don't know how you're going to move on with the rest of your day. I don't know how I'm going to do it. I'm
There's
exhausted.
some clips, Chinch. This is some good stuff right here.
Dude,
Even I'm fired up. Some of the stuff that's coming out of my mouth, I'm like, that's good stuff.
Dude, I love it, man. We got to bottle this up. Keep subscribing, everybody. Subscribers are going up. You get it right here. You're not getting this from anybody else. Not to toot our own horns here, but
Darren Lopez, my man, who our buddy, the teacher who put out to his kids, he was saying he played that clip that you made the other day when we're talking about, the 7-minute clip about, that stuff. And so maybe this is another clip for you, D.
I'm on. Yeah. We'll hook you up, D.
All right, man. Chinchy, have a great day, dude. Everyone out there, have an incredible day. It's 50 degrees here in Pittsburgh, wherever you are. Hopefully it's sunny and you're having a great day, and we'll catch you. And thanks for the 4,000 subscribers. We're going to get that ball out this tomorrow.
Tomorrow I'll explain
Talk about that tomorrow. Okay.
All right, love you.
Love you, bro. See you, man.